OCM, just HSL hadata.
Welcome to Sts'ailes. There's a lot to enjoy, and we welcome you.
Satwaso till Huilmach Squee, Talitza qua Sts'ailes. Everything that you see and hear and smell and taste, it's all sacred to us. It's our culture, and Salish is who we are. It's like an umbrella, with a bunch of nations underneath it. Our number one food is the salmon, and it comes from the river. So we're also known as the Sts'ailes people and people of the river. It's our ancient highways. And where we're at today is right beside the Sts'ailes River. There's a lot of history here, generations upon generations of teaching.
Sts'ailes traditional territory encompasses a diverse landscape and ecosystem that extends over 3,000 square kilometers in the Upper Fraser Valley. The cold, clear, glacier-fed rivers and lakes that flow throughout the territory were the lifeblood of Chehalis economy, culture, and history, as witnessed today by ancient fishing sites and villages, pictographs, and transformation sites that are embedded in the land. The landscape is wild, featuring sparkling rivers, gorgeous lakes, magnificent coastal mountains, and extensive wetlands. It extends south-north from the Fraser River to the lower Lillooet River, and west-east from Stave Lake to impressive Lillooet mountain range.
This is the richest river system in the entire province. It's called the Salmon Stronghold. And for good reason. We got all 5 species of salmon on the river. And of course we have this famous collection, in the sense of a place where the largest number of sturgeon come. So all these trees are also the home of some 160, I think it's now 168 species have been found collectively. This is just a wondrous habitat.
This is an incredible place to live, and so fortunate to be just a couple minutes away from here. Whether you're into photography, bird watching, fishing, kayaking out on the Harrison, if you want to go on a boat tour, on and on it goes.
You're in one of the richest areas of history, of stories, landmarks. There's transformation sites all over.
This is Sasquatch Crossing Eco Lodge. The house was originally built in 1903 by Charles Fenn Priddy. The Chehalis Indian Band purchased the property in February of 2009. This property has been operating as a bed and breakfast for approximately 15 years. The house is still being run as a bed and breakfast, and we are incorporating cultural activities for our guests' enjoyment. We have 6 beautiful rooms to rent and a meeting room. We do have very comfortable beds. The rooms are very quiet and very peaceful.
The pool was constructed in 1950. It's 60,000 liters, a very low chemical, maybe 200 kilos of salt for the year, and that's it. It's very, very healthy and very enjoyable for all the guests. And we're at the north end of our 87-acre property at the base of the falls on Pretty Creek, which is a tributary down to the Chehalis River. This creek provides our power for about 10 to 11 months of the year for the entire operation of our facility. Helps us reduce our carbon footprint. Pretty Creek, even though we're taking water out for our little generator, the water all comes back into the creek prior to fish access. So we're not impacting the fish production at all in the creek. This little creek sees chum, sockeye, coho, and a few cutthroat trout as well. And again, we do use a very small amount of water for our generator.
When there was no roads here, they traveled up and down the river on canoe to get supplies for home, hunting, fishing, gathering of all the resources they needed to survive.
So we're at the Chehalis River Campground, and I'm Tony, the host here, and welcome. As a host, we are here year-round. Our job is pretty well to make sure the park is safe, enjoy their time with our campers, and keep the park clean is the main thing here. It's a beautiful park. We've got nice river sites, and it's a great camping area, and it's mainly family camping here, so it's great. Oh, our guests are pretty well from all over the world. We get people from Germany and Holland this year, a lot from the island, Alberta, so it varies.
This is one of our favorite spots. it says BC, right? You got the big trees, the nature, the river, and lots of space. I love this campground. Me and my wife, we always love to come here because it's just an hour and a half from Vancouver, and you feel you're much further away. You're one of the rare campgrounds that's not by the highway, so you don't hear any cars, and lots of animals and birds, and we love fishing.
And here in Chehalis, we do have a few more beautiful campgrounds if you want to try them, which would be Weaver Lake, Wood Lake, and 20 Mile Bay. There's some beautiful lakes, great fishing, and nice camping. It's an hour and a half drive from Vancouver, either taking the number 7 highway or the number 1 highway. Either way, it's both beautiful scenery. So,
this is also the head of the Sts'ailes River Fishing Trail that was built in 2010. And this was constructed as an effort, a joint effort between Chehalis Band, between various fishing groups, the ministries, and DFO, Department of Fisheries and Oceans. When the river shifted course a number of years ago, it left the river isolated through private property. This meant limited access and caused problems with people cutting across areas where they shouldn't have. So the trail was constructed to provide the access to the river for the incredible fishing that they have here. Located just behind me here, there are a number of interpretive panels that were constructed and installed. These detail the work that was done, the efforts that were put in by the various groups to construct the channel, and also to provide general information on the species and the fishing that's available here in the local area. Also, if you look behind me here, you'll see these large salmon that were installed. They're pointing the way to the trail, and there's a couple heading off in this direction, and one actually at the head of the trail, which is just across from us here. So it's an easy access to find. Lots of fishing. We have 5 species of salmon in the river, cutthroat trout, Chinook salmon. The big springs are in the river, October, November. Early to mid-August, there'll be coho. Again, peak is in October, and they go right through until November. For those of you that love steelhead fishing, and probably the best fishing in the world, start early January, but peaks in March and April. Aside from that, chum, November. So there's a few pinks, and again, cutthroat trout, which can be accessed for much of the year. So we've got year-round fishing. Licensing is easy. You can purchase licenses online, and most of the general stores in the area, including the Chehalis store, which is only about a block from here, also have fishing licenses.
You know, so the songs that we sing, they're all prayers within itself, and every song has a purpose. Every song has a meaning.
Tlawith at Lallam is it's a place of healing, so it's considered the healing house. It's really important to acknowledge that it's a venue that's available to anybody, and there's an opportunity for different groups to come and be part of the land with us as Sts'ailes people or Quilmach people. And there's up to 150 beds, and there's a wonderful kitchen, so we prepare our traditional foods, and we do our best to be hosts to any of our visitors. So that's really important to us, and we follow our protocol, and we honor our guests and welcome them in a traditional way.
We're happy and honored to have you here today on the Sts'ailes Tsaltmuch, the land of the Sts'ailes.
One of the highlights of the year is we say Spakis. You know, Spakis really, you know, the life force of the eagle is a really strong icon to who we are as Quilmach people, and we're really happy to host a gathering in honor and respect to the sacred eagle, and it's known as the Bald Eagle Festival, and that's held here at this location. So you'll see things like song and dance, you know, our traditional ways here, and also you'll be given an opportunity to participate in arts and crafts, you know, making drums with me. There's other artisans that will be sharing their talents and their gifts. And, also powwow is going to be involved as well, and we try to make it as interactive as possible. everything that we do is to honor the eagles, and you know the stories about Spockus. There's lots of them, and the Bald Eagle Festival is a good place to hear them.
A lot of the times you didn't learn the things that we're taught out of a book. Everything was hands-on, and you learn by watching your grandparents.
Well, we're here about 5 minutes north of the Eco Lodge, and we're at the Weaver Creek Spawning Channel. This is a federal government facility that was constructed in 1965 to increase the sockeye population of Weaver Creek and the Harrison River, following logging operations in the upper part of Sackwee Creek, which back in the 1940s created problems with silt and intrusion. You can see behind me right now a dry channel. The water hasn't been turned on yet. This is an annual thing that starts every year on about the 1st of October. The water is turned on, and over the course of the next month after that, we will get in the neighborhood of 20 or 25,000 sockeye, maybe 10,000 chum, and a similar number of pink salmon. Produces about 25 million sockeye fry, 2.5 million chum fry, and 1 or 2 million pink fry, depending on the year. We'll start loading fish usually on October 5th or 6th, with the peak of spawning about October 15th. It's a great place to come for a walk. It's gorgeous. And where else can you see 20,000 sockeye spawning within feet of you? If you're into photography, filming, or if you just want to come and have a look at this spectacle, it's phenomenal.
You come out here, this is where you unwind. You let go of everything. Take your shoes and your socks off and ground yourself, and just take in what the Creator's provided for you today.
We're here at the gorgeous Sandpiper Golf Course. We're located just 3 minutes away from the Sasquatch Crossing Eco Lodge. It's an incredible course, 6,500 yards from the block, not the longest, but very difficult in the trees, great greens. This course has been voted the #1 course in the Fraser Valley for 10 or 11 years in a row now. It's fabulous. Come on out and play. It's nestled in old-growth forests alongside the banks of the Harrison River, and it's just a great place to come and play. Weather's always fantastic. And again, only 3 minutes from the course, and if you're looking for a golf partner, well, I'm usually available.
ACM, at this time, I'd just like to welcome you to come and experience with us all the good feelings, you know, the celebration songs, the traditional meal, you know, to experience the true values of the Sts'ailes people, the warmth and kindness of who we really are.
My body and my mind, I feel completely at peace, and that's a really blessed feeling to have. It's not easy to do that. And what I'll take back to my students is the cleansing of the negativity off their bodies, because they have experiences before they even walk into my door that I'm not aware of. And
each one of us has our own gift, and we can all bring something to the table, and I think that's important in our professional lives as teachers, but also in our personal lives as sisters and mothers, etc.
Everything came from nature, and we have to take care of the environment and appreciate everything that we have from nature.
And I'm usually, scattered and nervous and anxious, and so I'd like to take some of that back, because unless I am more centered and peaceful, I can't really hear my children, the students that I teach. So I'd like to be able to listen and be more peaceful.
What I am taking with me today is the acknowledgement that we all do have gifts to share, but also an acknowledgement that the land is also a gift, and the school where we work, the land on which it's situated, is also a gift. And I think what I'm going to make a point of doing is to acknowledge that publicly when we have assemblies, and to say thanks for that gift.
Thank you.